Okay, part two. I'm really hoping that my computer doesn't cause these videos to be like, 1 minute long or whatever, like it did in my last videos. That's really frustrating after I do all this talking and then somehow my video gets like chopped off at the end. Anyway, this is part two. In my last video, I ended by talking about responding to Tinkerbelljunky's comment, basically about how the clinic really is just concerned with money, and that really sucks. It really, really sucks that that's an issue because they make so much money. They make so much money, and this is a industry where it's very people oriented and you're dealing with very wounded people. People who, God, it's cold in here. With very wounded people, people who have seen a lot of shit and have probably dealt with a lot of traumatic shit. I know that, I mean, in my opinion, generally, as a drug addict, you have to go through some shit. Like, especially when you're doing dope. Like, yeah, maybe you didn't come from a bad home, but when you get into that junkie lifestyle, like, the things you see just, like, at 23 years old, the things that I've seen and the things that I've done, most people couldn't fathom. Most 80-year-olds haven't seen this shit and experienced this shit because it's a rough and tumble lifestyle. So at these places, you're dealing with wounded people, and it's very important to remain, a people-oriented system, but they're not. They're more money-oriented, and that really, really blows ass. You know, I've documented my problems with my counselor, uh, and it really does seem like my counselor is interested in my life, interested in my emotions, and interested in my recovery. It honestly seems like she's genuinely interested, but I can't say how the rest of the counselors act. I've heard stories that say basically they really don't give a shit at all. And now, since we've got so many patients, so many new patients at the clinic, now counselor sessions are getting cut short. They're really just not being, the patient-oriented place they need to be. Um, and it's really sort of, it's really a tragedy. It really sucks. But anyways, that's oh yeah, and Tinkerbell, you also left me a newer comment that, you thanked me for responding to your comments and stuff, and I just wanted to say you're welcome. I mean, the way that I view it is I really try to respond to everybody who comments, even if it's negative. Like, if you guys take the time out of your day, I don't care if it's 5 seconds. If you guys take the time out of your day to leave me a comment, even if it's negative, that's your energy that you've put into me. And I really, really appreciate that. The exchanging of energies, the sharing of energies, even if it's over the internet, it deserves reciprocation, and it deserves for me to continue that exchange of energy. You know what I'm saying? I know that sounds really new agey. Maybe it doesn't make a lot of sense, but that's the way I view it. If you're taking the time out of your day, be it 2 seconds, 5 minutes, or 10 minutes, to watch my videos and comment on my videos, that means a lot to me. Because you get to know people through this shit. You learn about people. You essentially sort of become a part of their lives. You watch them talk about what they do every day. You get to know them as a person. People really underestimate the power of, this visual information age we've got here with the internet. People really underestimate the power of, like, video blogs and things like that, and how really interconnected we become to each other. So, yeah. Anyway, and MarcBable sent me a message a long time ago that I swore I was gonna make a video response to, and it's taken me forever to get to it. So I'm really sorry, Mark. And you said that you go to the clinic in Chattanooga. I've never been there, but I wonder if it's anything like the clinic in Nashville. And they've actually opened up a new clinic here in Tennessee, in Columbia, but it's got all these new rules, like they're not taking anybody above 60 milligrams. Um, and, you know, like at the clinic here in Nashville, you go in, they start you on 30 milligrams, and every day you can go up 5 milligrams. Well, supposedly at this new clinic in Columbia, they start you out on 25 milligrams, and every 3 days you go up 5 milligrams. So, everybody everybody that left the Nashville clinic to go to the Columbia clinic are getting there, finding out they can't get their, 120 milligram doses, and they're coming back to the Nashville clinic. So the whole point of that Columbia clinic was to take some of the weight off the Nashville clinic, but that's not doing that because of the stipulations there at that clinic. So I don't know how the one in Chattanooga's ran. Um, but yeah, you said that people are really rude there at the clinic in Chattanooga, and for the most part, I would say that people at the clinic here in Nashville are okay, but the ones that are rude just seem to really have a stick up their ass, like the people I mentioned in the fight video. Like, I just don't get it. It's like, you know what, if you're so fucking unhappy to be at the methadone clinic, like, don't get me wrong, I've got my bitches, and I've got my issues with the clinic, but I would not take the alternative. I want to be at the clinic. I don't want the alternative. Like, if you're so fucking unhappy to be at the clinic, get out. Go get back on dope, And just, if this is not the lifestyle you want to live, choose another lifestyle. Go get back on dope. Go fucking piss your life away. I don't give a shit. But you know what? You need to take the stick out of your ass and be happy for the situation that you're in. Yeah, it could be a lot better, but it could be a lot fucking worse too. So I just don't get the negative ass attitudes that so many people have at the clinic. Anyway, yeah, I also have days where I don't feel really good, and you get in there and the lines are really long and the people are just bitching, and it's just like, you know what? This environment is not conducive to treatment. And I'm going to talk about that with the program director at my clinic. Like, they need to have more nurses, more dosing nurses, so they can get they can get the people in and out of there. Because people like me who are doing what the hell I'm supposed to do, and probably people like you, Mark, who are going in there and doing what the fuck you're supposed to do, when you have to sit there and fucking marinate in that negative ass environment with people all around you talking about how much dope they used to do, how many pills they used to do, what doctors they go to get their pills or whatever, hearing that shit and being in that environment is enough to make you want to go out and, take a shot instead of going to the clinic that day. And like I said, that environment is not conducive to treatment. So that's something that I really want to talk about with with the program director at our clinic. But yeah, you also mentioned you love John Frusciante. Yeah, I absolutely love him. He's really inspired me. Right now I'm on 53 milligrams of methadone. Tomorrow I'm coming down 2 more milligrams though, so I'll be on 51. Um, I I go to clinic here in Nashville, Tennessee, and you say you've been trying to come down, but it's hard. It is hard. It's really hard. And if you really want to come down, the advice that I can give you is make up a schedule that you are comfortable with. Like mine is 2 milligrams a week. That system doesn't make me nervous. I feel like I can do it. So if you're really serious about it, come up with a routine and a system that you are comfortable with, and then talk to your counselor about it. But if at any time you begin to feel uncomfortable, don't be too embarrassed to say I want to stop detoxing. So, yeah, I'm running out of time. I'm at like 9 minutes and 15 seconds. So, I'm really going to try to start video blogging more. And like I said, the other video blog I'm going to make with the, I want to do the paranormal news blog and stuff like that. So, I will update you guys as soon as I can. Hopefully I'll get that off the ground sometime, maybe later on this week or early next week. So, yeah, that's it.